Good morning, everybody. It's a little chilly this morning, and I am a whole lot of tired. Ugh. I guess it's not that chilly. Car says 55, but I'm sure it's colder than that. Oh, the heated seats are kicking in. Oh, it feels good. If you've never been in a car with heated seats, do yourself a favor. Just go sit in one. Especially if you got a bad back. They are so nice. Headed to my daughter's to watch my little grandbaby. Boy, this next month is just so busy. Because we're still trying to pack all of our stuff up so we can move, and having to go over and watch my granddaughter, and with Christmas and New Year's and raining up hours in the day. Because we get the keys to the new apartment on January 2nd, which should be a Friday. And we go and get the moving truck January 4th, which should be a Sunday. Gonna throw all of our crap in the back of a moving truck and move back to Phoenix. Something I thought I'd never say, move back to Phoenix. Because even though, this is all Phoenix, man, it's a totally different world out here in East Mesa, where me and my wife live, than it is living in Phoenix. Especially where we're moving. I can stand there on the sidewalk for an hour and not hear a police siren. The place that we're going to, you might stand there for 5 minutes and then you will hear one. But man, the new place that we're moving to, god dang. I'm gonna be so happy not to have to deal with freaking road construction. But man, our new apartment. And if you wonder why I'm bragging about it, I didn't think we could ever live in a place like this. Ever. Ever. But they lowered the price to where we could afford it. We got the apartment that we wanted. And man, it was like God knew that this was ours. Because I hadn't checked the website in probably a month, knowing that we were going to be stuck with like a second or third floor. And then I just checked it one day, and oh my God, here's the first floor. You know, the fully remodeled one with the granite countertops and stuff. And the very next day, me and my wife were signing the papers on it. It was like God was like, here you go. Exact one that you wanted. First floor, close to the parking lot. The pool is right off of the patio. Because we've lived at two places now, where it was a hike to get from the car to the apartment. And that sucked. You know, bringing in groceries and stuff. That sucked. We got spoiled at the place we're at now, that we literally park at the front door. Well, we're going to be doing that at the new place. And they still haven't even started cleaning our neighbor's place. It's like, oh, come on, I'm gonna. God, I hate people that do that. Don't just ride in that lane. You know, now if you're on a 2-lane road, you know, there's 2 lanes going one way, 2 lanes going the other way, then you pretty much have to. But this, look, we got 1, 2, 3, we got like 7 lanes here. Don't ride in that fucking lane. in our new place, it's like 6 miles from my daughter's place, not the 60 miles that it is now. And having to deal with traffic. Because this might seem like an oxymoron, but I hate traffic. And I live in the 5th largest city in the U.S. And they're projecting in the next 10 years, Phoenix will be the largest city in the U.S. This whole metropolitan area. Because even though it's 60 miles here from my place out here in East Mesa to my daughter's place, I could still go probably another 60 miles farther east and still be in the Phoenix area, and probably another 60 miles farther west and still be in the Phoenix area. That's just how big this damn valley is. And because we're not landlocked like a lot of the other major cities, we just got room to spread out and grow. And of course, everybody that moves here bitches about the traffic. Like, oh my God, people need to stop moving here. Well, you moved here last year, so. Or they bitch about the snowbirds. Like, oh my God, the snowbirds come here every winter. Yes, they've been coming here every winter for probably 50 years. And you guys have been bitching for 50 years. If I had the money to do it, I'd be doing it. And if you have no idea what a snowbird is, it's the person that has 2 houses. They have one here for the wintertime, and then one way up north somewhere like Wisconsin or somewhere. I don't mind it. I like seeing all the out-of-state tags. Man, I'm going to get me a Kia Soul and have it mustard yellow. I know people make fun of the Kia Soul, but it is what it is. It's a decent car. If you just need basic transportation. I don't know why everybody's got to be like, oh, I got to have a stylish car. Or these car enthusiasts that are like, why aren't car manufacturers making V8 rear-wheel drive manual transmission cars? All right, out of all the cars you see, that yellow Challenger is probably the only one. Because they don't sell. And oh yeah, you know, you and your buddy might go buy one. And everybody else buys normal stuff. If a car doesn't sell, the car manufacturer isn't gonna keep it. No matter how awesome it is, you know, to the car enthusiast. Hell, Nissan even brought back their Z car, you know, their flagship sports car. Because that's what the car enthusiasts wanted. And it's not selling. I have yet to see a Nissan Z in the wild. I saw a couple at a Nissan dealership, but not out on the street. And look, there's that Dodge Challenger that we just passed. What are we betting that we don't see another Dodge Challenger all the way till my daughter's place? And then they're always like, oh, we need more two-door cars. We need to stop it with the four-door. Two-door cars don't sell. God, I have to put brakes on this car. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Wanted to wait till after we get moved, because then I could do brakes and rotors and everything. I was planning on doing all four wheels, but might just have to do the whole just change the pads. And here's something. Here's a question for everybody. Is it just me, or has the brake technology in modern cars came way up? Because what I'm meaning is, we got 105,000 miles on this car. We're finally needing to change the brake pads. Dealing with stuff like this the whole life of this car. So we're stepping on the brakes more than your average person. We're dealing with rush hour traffic. Since this car was new in 2019, and the brakes have lasted over 100,000 miles. I can remember back when I was a kid, if I had a car longer than a year, I was having to put brakes on it. And I never cheap out on brakes. I know a lot of people that do. They cheap out on tires, they cheap out on brakes. And it terrifies me that I'm out here. My family's out here. My granddaughters are out here on the road with people that cheap out on tires and brakes. When that is the two biggest safety features of your vehicle. If you have to jam on the brakes, you need good tires so they stick to the road. You need good brake pads that they stop the fucking car. It's not worth it to save $20 on a set of brake pads to get, cheap brake pads. Your stopping distance increases significantly. Same with fucking tires. It's like, oh, well, this tire's, $30 cheaper per tire. Yeah. Compare that $30 tire to what I've got on this car. Compare the mileage number and the tread wear and the grip and stuff. I have Falken Pros on this car. Falken Pro. I think they're like a G something. Yeah, these tires are expensive. But my family rides in this car. My wife commutes in this car. I want to make sure that if I have to jam the brakes on as she stops, no matter what the weather is. Because yes, Discount Tire does sell an extremely cheap tire in this size. And I mean extremely cheap. You gotta order it. But they do sell a tire that's a 225 50R18 that I can buy 2 of those tires for the price of 1 of these. But no. I want to know for a fact that if I stick my foot on that brake pedal, that the tires, the brakes, the Toyota safety stuff, the ABS and everything is doing everything in its power to keep me from running into the back of somebody. Because I don't want to wreck my car. But I really don't want to run into somebody and not only wreck their car, but possibly send them to the hospital. That's also why we pay a lot more for insurance. People think we're stupid paying this, but I'm like, no. I want the fact that if I run into a fucking minivan and there's a whole family in there, and I send that whole family to the fucking emergency room, I don't want to have to worry about if their hospital bill's covered, if my insurance is going to cover it or not. I want to know without a shadow of a doubt that yes, I just put a whole fucking family, I put 6 people in the hospital, that my insurance is going to be like, nah, bro, I got you. Don't worry about it. Hot damn. That's a Ford Taurus station wagon. Holy shit. Because I asked my insurance guy two things. I want to be fully covered where if I run into a $500,000 supercar, which I know people are like, $500,000 supercar. Remember, we're in Arizona. There is houses here that are tens of millions of dollars. Paradise Valley, Scottsdale. I've seen two Bugatti Veyrons on the freaking road. That is $1 million supercar. I could go up to Scottsdale right now and probably find a Lamborghini or Ferrari sitting in a grocery store parking lot. Definitely find a freaking Porsche. I was like, I want to make sure that if I fuck around and I smack one of those cars, that it's covered. And also, if I hit a minivan and send the whole family of people to the hospital, that I'm covered. I'm like, I don't care what it costs a month. I want to be covered. And he was like, I got you. Which is why we spend like $200 a month. See, call it being paranoid, but like, we have a renter's insurance policy. That's a $500,000 renter's insurance policy. Why? Well, it's not just to cover the stuff that we have, but you also have to look at it like, oh, we caused a fire. My computer shorted out. It caused a fire, and now we're displaced. 2 or 3 sets of neighbors are displaced. All their stuff's ruined. The building is destroyed. That money's gonna add up real fucking quick. I don't want to have to worry about that. That SUV is a really cool color. Yeah, I don't want to have to worry about stuff. It's like I know people that will run their cars to, so low on gas that the low fuel light comes on. This car, once it gets down to just under half a tank, I go and fill it back up. And I've been told, well, broken, I don't have the ability to do that. You have to look at it this way. What if something happens in the middle of the fucking night and you have to make a couple hour trip? Say me and my wife are at home. My daughter calls me and says, the house is on fire, I need you. I don't want to have to stop and get gas on the way over there. I want to jump in the car and know that I got gas to make it to my daughter's place. I'm a prepper in that sense. I'm not a prepper in the sense of, oh, I need 50 cans of green beans. I need 3 gallons of rubbing alcohol. I need, 16 cases of ammo. Because I just laugh at preppers. Because when Y2K happened, I lived with a guy that went out and spent a butt ton of money to, survive Y2K. I called him at like 12:30. Sitting in a heated pool, drinking a Jack and Coke, smoking a very expensive cigar. And I'm like, hey, you gonna have a yard sale on all that shit you fucking bought? And he was like, man, fuck you. Like, he bought tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Generators and gas cans and water tank and food and all kinds of stuff. I'm not that way. But I do prep in my own way. I'm like, the car never gets low on gas. I have extra insurance. I have enough medicine stockpiled at home that my insurance could stop right now. And I'm good for probably a year. Me and my wife have never and will never run out of toilet paper. If you run out of toilet paper, pull your head out your fucking ass. We have never and will never run out of fucking toilet paper. Ever. Like, and I don't buy expensive toilet paper. I buy a toilet paper from Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree stocks two different kinds of like family packs of toilet paper in that aisle that's got like $5 stuff in. And it's just as good as name brand toilet paper. But I always see people like, oh my God, I ran out of toilet paper. Really? It didn't click in your brain when you took the second to the last roll of toilet paper that, hey, I need to go buy toilet paper. It didn't click in your fucking brain. The other day when I was over at my daughter's, they ran out of toilet paper. You know, when I was over there and I had to spend Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they ran out of toilet paper. Well, whenever I take a trip somewhere and I'm going to be staying multiple days, I take a roll of toilet paper. And I'm like, I got a roll of toilet paper. And my daughter was like, really? I'm like, yeah. But go buy toilet paper right now. Don't wait around. Go get in the fucking car. Go to Walmart and buy toilet paper right now. You know, I just don't understand that. Something that you fucking need. Well, I mean, well, technically you don't need it, but your life's gonna suck if you don't have it. I mean, come on now. Like, I never run out of coffee. I know that I have enough coffee to last till Friday. Friday comes, I have to go buy coffee. My wife doesn't know how much coffee we have. She doesn't drink my coffee. That is my responsibility. But my wife also knows if it's been like 3 weeks and we haven't gotten coffee, she will ask me, how are you doing on coffee? You know, it's just, I don't like running out of stuff, and it's not like, oh, you know, we have all this extra money that we can do. No. It's called having a budget. And not being like, ooh, shiny. Or the thing that's entirely fucking idiotic. Well, 2 things. 1, going into debt for fucking Christmas. If you ain't got money for fucking Christmas, you ain't got money for fucking Christmas. And 2, doing anything DoorDash, Uber Eats, that shit. That is so fucking stupid. My daughter DoorDashed groceries Thursday from Walmart. And I was like, how much did it cost to get groceries from Walmart? She didn't want to tell me. Meaning that it was probably $20 to DoorDash fucking groceries. And I'm just like, that's fucking stupid. That is entirely fucking stupid. Well, it saves time, broken. Make time. If you got time to come home and sit on your ass, You got time to go to the fucking store. Or, you know, I'm gonna DoorDash me a fucking coffee. Well, one, why the fuck is your ass buying fucking coffee instead of making coffee at home? And why ain't your ass getting up, getting in the car, going and getting coffee? No, your fucking ass is lazy. And, oh, I want this fattening coffee drink from Starbucks, but I'm too fucking lazy to get up and go get it. And then they're always like, why am I broke? Because your ass fucking, wasted $300 on fucking DoorDash. That's why you're fucking broke. Me and my wife have never and will never use DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything. I am my wife's DoorDash. Yesterday, she got home from work and she was like, I need you to go to Walmart. And I'm like, all right, send me a picture. Because my wife and my daughter know if they want me to go pick up anything, they have to send me a picture of what it is, the amount that I'm getting, like, if it's just one or two or three, and if I'm going to a certain Walmart. That, the aisle number. So I'm not wasting my time trying to fucking find it. Come on, people. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Follow this guy on social media, and he will have people come in, and he's a finance guy. And there was a woman that came in wondering why she's fucking broke when she's got a college degree. She's got a college degree in Latino studies. And I'm like, oh my God, so that sent me down a rabbit hole of useless college degrees. And all these videos that I watched. And it was, it's the big point was, it's their passion. Yeah, it might be your passion, but if it don't pay the fucking bills, then it's a fucking hobby. pay bills first. And then you can do your little passion project. But so many people are just stupid. And then they end up bitching when they're having to pay back a student loan for the next 30 years, and they're having to work 2 jobs to be able to pay back the student loan, because they got a gender studies degree or some bullshit thing. I watched a video where this girl was like, I got turned down for a apartment due to my credit score. That's never happened. Well, come to find out, a couple videos later, she found out why her credit score sucks now. It's because the government's all like, hey, you can't put off paying your student loans. You owe us money. Pay us, or we're gonna take it from you. And we're gonna lower your fucking credit score because you're constantly late on the fucking payment. All because you wanted to do Latino studies or gender studies or some kind of shit. Some kind of stupid shit that you were all like, at 19 years old, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Uh-huh. Yeah. Always cracks me up because my wife has student loans, $500 a month. And yes, it is a loan. You have to pay the loan back, or it's going to go against your credit. Same as a car loan, same as any loan. I bet people ask me, how are you and your wife able to drive a new car and able to move and stuff? Because we've got good credit and we don't waste money on stupid shit. Now, what stupid stuff? Buying coffee at Starbucks or Dutch Brothers or anything. Say you buy coffee 5 days a week, and that coffee is $10. Just the 5 days a week, because you're too lazy to make coffee and take it to work. Well, that's $50 a week, $200 a month you're wasting on buying coffee. And it's probably more than that because you're probably buying it 7 days a week. Instead of making coffee at home and taking it with you. Instead of making food at home and taking it to work, you buy food at work. Come on, dude. Oh. You know, so think about it. Say you spend $10 in the morning on a cup of coffee, and you spend $10 on lunch every day. That's $20 a day. That's $100 a month. I mean, $100 a week. That's $400 a month you're spending on food and coffee. $400. And you're probably spending a couple $100 more than that. So you're possibly spending $600 a month on food and coffee that's not at home. Oh, I want to go to Target to buy this because I don't like shopping at Walmart, even though Walmart sells the same thing for cheaper. You're wasting money there. Or the big thing, and I've argued with people. I had to prove it to my wife. Yes, that gas station 4 miles away is 20 cents cheaper a gallon. You're not saving any money driving to that gas station when you're only getting 6 or 7 gallons of gas. You know, because you're saving 20 cents a gallon. Not saving any fucking money. Or people, my daughter's guilty of this too, not wanting to eat leftovers. My whole thing is, if you don't want to eat leftovers, why'd you fucking make so much? I bet the average family in a month throws away $300 of groceries. Throws it in the fucking trash because they don't want to eat leftovers. It's like, are you fucking serious? Well, we ate that last night. I'm not feeling it tonight. Well, bitch, you better be feeling it. I don't know how many times I came home from my daughters bringing leftovers. It's like, yeah, I brought leftovers. Well, when I came home from my daughters on Thanksgiving, I rode the train home. There was all these guys on there with like leftover bags. The whole fucking rail smelled like Thanksgiving dinner. And we were all sitting there, stomachs full and happy as fuck because we got a bag of leftovers. I just don't understand it. It's like, I don't want to eat leftovers, and don't make so much. Like, me and my wife never throw out food. I mean, I am so anal about food that the ends of a loaf of bread, the heels, the butts, whatever you call them, those pieces get torn up, and I will toss them outside for the birds to eat, or the stray cats, or whatever critters out there that need something to eat. Food should never go in the fucking trash. Come on, people. Yes, that sign said Happy Valley Road. And there's also the Carefree Highway. Yes, Cactus Road. Phoenix has some crazy street names. We have a street called Northern. We have a street called Southern. Yeah, the Saturday when I went home for my daughters, I texted her as we went past the new place, and I was like, after I moved, I would be home by now. And she goes, holy shit. And then I texted her again when I got home. 2.5 hours later. And she was like, holy shit, Dad. I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm finally home. You know, it's dark out, it's cold. I've been asked, well, why don't you and your wife and your daughter and everything just rent like a big house? Yeah. That won't work. Why? Because I would probably end my daughter's life. You can't have two OCD people living in the same house. It don't work. And I smoke inside. My ass ain't getting up, going to put clothes on and shoes on to walk outside when it's cold or when it's Satan's butt crack hot to smoke a cigarette. No, it's my apartment, my car. I smoked my first cigarette in this car when this car had 5 miles on it, and we had just left the dealership. Well, we hadn't even left the parking lot yet. We were pulling out of the parking lot, and I lit up a cigarette. Brand new fucking car. The salesman looked at me like I was crazy. It's my car. I'm gonna smoke in it. I've never been one of those guys that's like, oh, the trade-in value. Let me tell you something about trade-in value. You know, worrying about trade-in value of the vehicle that you own, you know, because you don't want it to lose value, is like, oh, I don't want to have sex with my wife, so her cooter cat is still nice and tight for the next guy. I knew the moment that we bought this car that we were going to drive this son of a bitch till the fucking wheels fell off of it. We have like a little over a year left to pay on this. We're going to drive this bitch till the wheels fall off. Why? Why not? And two, I only buy Toyotas. So I can drive them till the fucking wheels fall off. And when it's time for us to buy a new car, it's got to be another Toyota. And yes, call me a Toyota fanboy. But if you really look around at the cars on the road, over half of them are Toyotas. I guarantee if they did a poll, does your car have over 100,000 miles? And what year and make of car is it? The majority of those cars on that list would be Toyotas. Now, I'm not saying don't buy what you want. All I'm saying is, why buy something that you know has got a history of problems? Like, oh my God, I bought this Chevy Silverado 2500 and the transmission's bad in it. Yeah, did you look up Chevy Silverado 2500 known issues? Yeah, transmission's one of them. But I really like the Chevy Silverado. My dad had it. My grandpa had a Chevy. It doesn't matter. Your dad's Chevy Silverado, and especially your grandpa's Chevy Silverado, totally different trucks compared to the new one. You know how many videos I'd be making if I was making a car payment, and that car had to go to the dealer to get fixed. Oh, some of y'all have seen me mad, but ain't nobody seen me that fucking mad where I gotta pay, a car payment, and I can't drive my car because it's sitting at the dealership to get fixed. Oh my God. Oh, that's no. Just thinking about it. Like when we got this car, they asked me if I wanted the extended warranty. And I'm like, what for? It's a Toyota. And the salesman goes, I have to ask. So yeah, why do you need an extended warranty on a Toyota? Like I said at the start of this video, I gotta put brakes on this car. The brakes on this car are the original ones from Toyota. If you look at this seat, the driver's seat, you wouldn't think that this seat has 100,000 miles on it. The seat still looks brand new. The steering wheel, the dashboard, everything looks brand new. Like prior to my neighbor leaving, we would stand outside and talk all the time. And he asked me how many miles are on my car. And I was like, I think it was like 98,000 then. And he goes, fucking seriously? And I'm like, yeah. And so I opened the door and he's like, other than it being, he said, well lived in, stumping the floorboard and stuff. He goes, it doesn't look like it's got 100,000 miles on it. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, bro, it's called Toyota quality. And he goes, is that really a thing? And I'm like, you've had the hood up on your truck fixing something at least 4 times in the 2 years that we've lived here. Fixing something that's broken. I'm like, when have you seen the hood up on my car? And he was like, never. I'm like, exactly. Toyota quality, bro. And if you don't remember, he had a Ford F-250 King Ranch Super Duty, you know, a big, fancy, expensive truck. And it's like, you got a $100,000 truck and you're having to fix it in your fucking driveway. Oh, I'd be pissed. And on that note, everybody, thanks for watching.